What is the crack, ladies and gentlemen? It's Gibboeire here with another episode of World of Warcraft in the Kronos 2 server. Hey, how do? Okay, so today is the day. I can feel it. I feel it deep in my bones. We are finally going to get these bloody quests done. This is happening. This is going to happen. This is going to be a thing that's going to happen today. Absolutely. You may not see a lot of it, but it is going to happen. What you'll probably see is when it happens, but it is going to happen. I am absolutely determined. We're also going to try and get this done. Because I want to get out of here. I want to go do other stuff. I want to go exploring different parts of Azeroth and not be stuck in the Arathi Highlands any longer. That means that we haven't been here that long, but I just don't want to have to be stuck on the same quest for too long. I also want to try and get a group for SM Armory and possibly SM Cathedral. Maybe even Library. I could tolerate doing that. Just in the off chance that we might be able to get a little bit more gear for our character. I don't know what other gear is available there, but you know, anything's better than nothing. We could do with replacing the sword on our offhand. That is definitely something that we would like to get done at some stage in the near future. Anyway, I'm going to pause this here, and you're not going to see me getting the group or sorting out the group. And of course, I'm going to be grinding out leather in the meantime. And when I come back, I'm probably going to have a badge in my inventory. Not probably. I am going to have a badge in my inventory. Okay, I lied. I don't have the badge. But I just realized I do actually have a quest that I can hand in here to Apprentice Crichton.
Well met.
Crichton, how are you, sir? I have your agate from Armory. You amaze me, Gibboeire. Well, you know, a lot of people do say that to me, that I amaze them. But we won't get into that. Here you are. The gem only needs to be pressed against one of the pedestals in the base of the tower to activate its defenses. Use it when you're ready to enter the tower. Find Trelane's remaining items. Good luck to you. Awaiting your return to camp. Okay.
For the Alliance.
Oh! He looks like Squirtle.
What's on your mind?
Sup, buddy? Let's do this thing. Silattery. Orb. Ember. Okay.
Watch your back.
Let's do it.
How are ya?
Attack on the tower. It's probably gonna be this one, isn't it? The old Tower of Arathor there in the distance. This is also an elite quest. Oh, motherfuck. Within the tower. What tower? What tower? You mother fuck. Okay. It's probably the tower that was down there. Let's be real. Somebody else is going to know what that is. It's fine. I don't mind. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. Anyway, I'm going to be back in a moment once we try and get this oh, fuck. Okay, so I may be able to get a group for SM on the go. And somebody messaged me looking to go to another group. But I saw it advertised, so I went for it because we've been up there for a solid 20 minutes killing raptors, and I kind of got bored doing it. Got a fair bit of leather together, which is pretty sweet, which I probably should bank before I start selling stuff. So actually, I'm going to do that first. I'm going to go bank my leather. I'm going to go sell a lot of stuff out of my inventory because I've realized how full it actually is. It's kind of... Ooh, we're getting players now. It's kind of gotten a bit redonkulous now. We kind of need to manage this a bit. Once we have this all neatened up, I'm going to make my way back to Arathi. And damn, I still have a lot of cloth. Oh, whoa, we had a stack of leather here in the background. Oh, that blows. Okay, so, that's pretty much what we're doing now at the moment. So this may end up turning into a let's do SM Armory and Cathedral instead of getting my badge. I'm gonna get it. It is gonna happen. I will just leave the party instantaneously. Go straight for any group that I see to. No, I won't do that. I'm not a dick. But no, we'll get it done. We will get it done. I'm not very confident about that. The Crystal Pine Stinger is underwhelming, to say the least. So here we are on the way to the delightful SM. We have cut across Altric and we are swimming across Lortimer Lake. We're going to come up here next to UC and we're going to make our way up to SM. I forget which ones. I think we're doing Armory and Cath. I actually can't remember which ones I volunteered for here. I hope those are the ones. We'll figure it out anyway. It doesn't matter what ones we do. Like, any opportunity to get any type of gear would be pretty decent. So I just let you guys know that I'm here. I auction house pretty much all the stuff that was in our inventory. We've cleared out a fair bit of space. We're kind of tight on poison, so we have to kind of be sensible with what we're doing. And I actually did see a group going for attack on the towers when I actually managed to get into this group in full, which is kind of annoying. Like, as soon as you go to do one thing and then you go, I'll do another, and then suddenly the thing you wanted to do but couldn't because there was nobody wanting to do it is suddenly happening. Anyway, this is going to be a dungeon group. It's our episode, so hooray! Anyway, I'm nearly there, so okay, so we've arrived at SM. So the plan is we are just going to go into the library now. We're going to start clearing it. While we're waiting for the other two to arrive. There was a debate on the way over regarding whether or not it was better to fly to the Western Plaguelands or SS and then make your way up through Altric Valley. One player was saying, oh no, it's much better if you go through the Western Plaguelands. That's all well and good, but everyone, including the player formulating that argument, didn't have the flight path required in order to be able to do that. So, what was the point in the argument? Wait, oh no, library is this one. I'm a fool. Okay, get in. Go away. I didn't look at the levels. What do we got? We got a 35, we got a 37. You're not here yet. And you're also not here. 35, 37. Yeah, we should be able to do this. Absolutely no bother. Wait, no, you're Clothy's. Although he is a mage, so... Okay, let's poison up. So this is going to be a longer episode. You know how it works at this stage. First, oh well, actually, this isn't the first time we've gone through library, so yeah. But this looks like it could be potentially fun. So she fucking stunned me. Well, Ripperino and Pepperino. I'll just keep them stun locked as much as possible, which means that we should be able to just take them down rather piecemeal. This is going to be quite fun, actually. I'm enjoying this. Okay. And again, the same thing. I'm just going to try and keep them stun locked as much as possible. We have the DPS for it. Turns out I'm the tank. Bitch. Right, we got it. Boom. That's 2 in. So I think we're just going to rinse and repeat this now for the next little while until we just get the rest of the group here. So, get wrecked! Get fucking wrecked! Nerd! Nerd! Yeah, get fucking nerd. No stand for a chance. That's right. You fucking noob. Jump this guy up. I won the training stick. I'm so pro. Yeah! Total upgrade if I could, you know, use it. No problem. Easy. Okay, what did we get? We got a staff. I can dual wield staffs. That's not a problem. Now, we are heading into Armory. Now, I haven't done Armory before on this character. I have done Armory before, but not, yeah, on... Shut up, you know what I mean. Okay, I was listening to the music while I was doing that. I wasn't really paying attention. So here we are. The lovely, wonderful SM Armory with absolutely loads of mail and loads of leather. I mean, loads of plate items as well. So it's great for warriors and paladins coming in, getting your next tier of, you know, metal gear and all that type of crack. Very good if you want to make a really good level 39 character for PvP. You can get some excellent gear here as well for all that type of carry-on. As you can see, this paladin carrying the shield. Paladin? You are a paladin, right? You totally are. I wasn't really paying attention. Anyway, it's a short enough instance as well. It's actually not that long. But there's a substantial amount of stuff on the go, and the last boss is quite fun as well, so we'll enjoy this one. We'll enjoy this one. Oh, I just kicked. I suppose that's the downside to being a clicker, is that sometimes you click the wrong thing. Sure, what can you do? What can you do? People have been giving me a lot of stick about the whole I'm not using hotkeys. Not that you guys are giving me stick, but you keep kind of... Loads of people keep asking why. 1, I'm lazy. I can't be arsed setting them up or learning them. Okay, that's the straight up answer. 2, I've always played like this, with the exception of a couple of times when I actually put the effort into learning, like when I was healing on my druid. 3. I don't have all my spells yet, so I don't want to start learning where like the keys are going to be bound and stuff like that until I have the rest of my keys and I have an idea of where I need to put everything and what ones I actually use the most often in what form of rotation. It doesn't make sense to me to learn something that I may have to unlearn later on, like, so I don't want to pick up bad habits like clicking. But that's my logic. So I know it would definitely be an improvement on the damage that I can do and all that type of carry on, but that's not the point. The point is that I'll sort that stuff out later once I become comfortable with what I'm doing. Okay, wait, what's this carry on? The more hits you take, the more rolls you win. That's a fact. I'm not sure about that now, to be honest with you. That's I would question the logic of that statement. I think it is just RNG. So I don't know. We're not doing all the groups by the looks of things. It's not necessary. Oh, well, guess I'm not going invisible today. The modern version, or the updated, revamped version of SM Armory is quite fun as well. Where you have to work your way up through this bit with the shields for the arrows. It's quite good. It's quite good. But this was always a fun dungeon back in the day. Again, I've said this a few times, but these have to have been some of my favourite instances to play in. Alright, well, we've pulled an extra mob now, I guess. Or did we? Hey, how did that work out? Okay. And we go invisible. Ba-doo, ba-doo. Loot has been light so far. Not really much on the go for us. Not that it's a major issue. It would be nice to get a sword. I'm not sure if there is one. I don't have Atlas loot or anything like that on the go. Nor am I really bothered. Like, it's fine. Like, something will drop eventually, and then we'll just need it. That's the way I look at it. I'm not, like, trying to farm any particular items, because we're not, like, making a twin character around like that. Like, I'm not going for a particular build. Like, agility and stamina, whenever I can get it. Everything else is okay, I guess. Especially intellect. Always stack intellect as a rogue. You need to be really smart as a rogue to outwit your opponent. Solid plan. Trust me. I'm pro at this. Absolutely pro. They want to clear mid for a chest. Listen, I never said you could take my clothes off or look at my chest. Why am I... Oh, shit. See what I did there? Clear the mid for the chest. Did you get it? Because it's the chest and it's in the middle of your body and they want to look at my chest. Oh, man. So, you may be wondering why I didn't upload a video yesterday. I was working early on, and then after I was working, I went on a 5k kind of obstacle course run with my friends and colleagues, which was actually, it was a 5k, which, you know, 5k isn't that bad. Like, you do that for a warm-up, but what was the struggle and what was actually challenging about it was the fact that there was bouncy castles every, you know, 500 meters or so. Every time you did your 500 meters, you were basically jumping onto a bouncy castle and climbing some form of obstacle with a bouncy castle, while you and your colleagues were throwing each other into each other. And, you know, it was good crack. It was sunny. I am slightly sunburned. I seem to be prone to that shit these days. I have feckin' like sun cream in my car, but I just I didn't bring it with me because I bummed the lift off one of my friends. So that wasn't available for me, so that was a bit of a pain. But it's not that bad. Like, I say I'm a little bit sunburned. I mean, I'm a little bit sunburned. I'm crisp. It's like if you left the bread in the toaster for just a wee bit too long, and it's now got that little bit of a brown to it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a little bit toasty. That's how we'll describe it. That's my level of burned. First, second, third degree burns aren't a thing. I am ever so slightly overdone toast. Doctor, I've hurt myself. Oh, what's your injury? Well, I have ever so slightly toasted burns. What? I should be a doctor. That's clearly what we've learned from this is that I'm able to explain injuries far better than a person with a medical degree. Excellent. Let's loot this ship. But yeah, that was good fun, but I'm sore in places that I didn't realise I could be sore. I may have overcommitted to far too many of those bouncy castles and done some silly things, but it was good fun. It was thoroughly good fun. It was very sunny. And then I got a pizza afterwards to absolutely, whatchamacallit, defeat any calories that I may have burned in the process. So you got it. It was good. It was good. And then I hopped on and I played Armory with my friends for a bit. It was quite late at this stage, so I didn't really want to be cheaty chatty, because I was tired as well. So like, it wouldn't have made for good recording. I'm tired now, but it's more of the like kind of muscular fatigue rather than actual mental exhaustion. I was mentally exhausted yesterday, absolutely shattered. So you know, gotta wake the F up when you want to make the heck up. I don't know. I was trying to rhyme there and I absolutely failed. Ba boom boom. Oh my god, a hefty war axe. Want. Absolutely want. I thought that was in like the 6 chat there for a second. I only realized he looted it. Okay. I assume this is the skull. Bye. So these are quite beefy mobs. Like they pack a lot of health in comparison with the mobs we were just absolutely wrecking in Scarlet Library. We did wipe once, by the way. Pulled a load of mobs by accident, and then, well, you know, that's all she wrote. I'm trying to keep slice and dice up as much as possible. I'll refresh my poisons when this one runs out, because again, we are on a bit of a budget. Another daunting prospect is we are now approaching level 40. We are nearly at the level at which we get our mount, which in itself isn't daunting, but what is daunting is, well, we more than likely will become exalted, and I don't see that being an issue. We are only halfway monetarily to where we need to be, and I am determined to be able to purchase this mount the moment we turn 40. That is the plan, and I am going to try and make sure that that becomes a realization. And my plan for now, after this, is we are going to return to Arthy Highlands, and I am going to grind the shit out of leather farming, and I am going to make a bazillion, you count them, a bazillion Hillman's cloaks. I should really pay attention and actually help the group here, but I am going to make a bazillion cloaks, and in doing so, sell them all for a bajillion. Again, a metric measurement here. Now, if you're struggling with this stuff, look it up in the dictionary. But a bajillion gold, and then I'll just buy mounts for everyone, and that's the plan. So if you wanna help me out buying mounts for everyone, you should just purchase my overpriced cloaks, and then it's all good. We sold all of the ones we put up, by the way, over the past. Like, we sold them. I think I've already stated that I sold them, but just in case anybody was wondering, they all sold them really quick. Our elemental earth sold at some point during all of that there as well. I put it up for something like, I don't know, I think it was like 60 silver or some shit, or 50. I can't remember. But I undercut the auction economy by about, fucking why not? Let's just speed this shit up. I undercut the economy price of it by, whoa, to fuck. Was that? It was just damage there out of nowhere. I undercut the auction price by about 10 silver. No shame. Just wanted it to sell. That's pretty much all we're trying to do at this stage. Woefully underwhelmed by the price that we're getting for that blue bind and equip. We might get 4 gold if we're lucky. And I reckon we won't be lucky because it doesn't actually bring any stats. And I'm not sure if there are any items at that level that do bring any stats. But maybe it'll be a poor man's twink item. Maybe. You'll notice I've switched from the skull. It's because I don't want to waste combo points on something that is going to die fairly fast. And I just want to get my rupture up on this one. You see, now we have our rupture. The combo points are all being used. Our bleed got nearly its full effect on that other one. I'm just trying to be efficient with my damage output, that's all. trying to have as many dots and things and efficiently used combo points everywhere as possible. Can I loot any of these? Then why? What was that all about? Okay, we are nearly through to the end here, I think. Actually, Jesus. Like, it isn't that long. Like, there's a fair bit of mobs to kind of chunk your way through and stuff like that, but it's not actually that long of a dungeon. Guts of this is done at this stage. Okay, and again, we're going to get our slice and dice up. You notice I was watching my energy there. I was just waiting to have enough that I could switch over and basically get the full combo on the next mob, while still chunking away damage on the other one. And we'll do our eviscerate now to save any hassle. Lovely stuff. Starting to get the whole idea behind that rotation. Starting to get a good feel for it. I think it has a manageable amount of thread output as well. I don't think it's that bad for the tank. We've got this section here to work our way through. And then that's where the boss is. Okay. We're staying down here because this is where we're pulling the mobs. That's absolutely fine with me. We're going to whack our poisons back on because we do want to be doing our extra DPS. And we'll just chill here while the tank goes up and tries not to die. Please. I'm probably going to have to do a poisony episode at some stage soon as well. Well, not episode, but you know, I'll have to get poisons at some stage soon because we are running out.
Bye.
We are running out. We're down to 5 now. We still have plenty of
Hi.
Vanish and flash powder and all that sort of shit. This guy's pretty funny with the high and buy. Buy and high. High and buy. No, but for real, it is. It's pretty funny. I giggled at that on the inside. Okay, we're going to swap over now. We'll get this in. Then when we get our next big bit of that, we should... Ah, shit. There we go. Yeah, we're a DPS god. I know you guys sometimes find it hard to understand how much of a DPS god I am, but it's okay. I forgive you. Your wee human minds just can't process the insane amount of damage that I'm able to output. Cues. So the plan is, anyway, I'm going to make my way back to Arathi after this, and we again are going to grind out leather. This pull is kind of heavy. Well, let's just go man mode! I've got alcohol here that always fixes solutions like this. All these poor people doing Darrelzun and Gatlzog and shadow magic. God help ye. You're in for it. Remember that episode? Episodes. I like the elite quests in every episode or in every area. Do you know what I mean? Like I like the. Yeah, we're definitely going to be popping Blade Flurry on this one. And I'm going to rotate around this way so that way I'm not hitting the sheep. And then I am going to break with the rotation and I am just going to keep slicing dice up. And the other one, I don't know where the orange mob went, but that's gone. I could have swore we pulled 4. Maybe we did and we just absolutely shit all over one. Not really certain. I don't think my slice and dice is add-on, by the way. I was intrigued as to that, but I don't believe that is the case. Either that or I'm just timing it weird every time, but yeah, what can you do? Look at this one spinning around. I'm spinning around. Move out of my way. I don't know the rest of the words. I know you're feeling me. Feeling it? Because you like it like this. Good old Kylie. Ms. Minogue. Oh, there's people looking for the Arathi quests. Let's wreck the shit out of this guy and steam our way through to the last boss. The only boss, possibly, in this dungeon. I'm actually not 100% certain if there is actually another one. I don't think there is. I forget the name of him. Herod or something like that. Yeah, I think it was Herod because he dropped Herod's shoulder. So it's like this plate thing or mail thing that was just on one side. And it looks pretty badass. It's pretty good loot. It's pretty good loot. He also drops an axe. Ravager's axe, I think it was. Again, I can't really remember. This is all loose memory. I do remember on my Blood Elf Paladin, though, during TBC, that I stayed at level 39 and did PvP for a substantial amount of time due to the significantly good gear that I had as a result of this dungeon. And I had some good times there. We lost our mage, but it's okay because he's a dirty, rotting fucking mage, and nobody likes mages. Not even mages like mages. You see people trying to sell their mage all the time because they're like, and that's exactly what they sound like when they're trying to sell it, even when they're typing it. You're reading the typing and you're going, that's exactly what this person would sound like in real life. Why? Because they picked a dirty, rotten mage. It's disgusting. Really, it truly is. I feel sorry for those of you that accidentally rolled mage, because that's what happened. You went to click a warlock and then you realized it was a mage. At that stage, it was too late. You were level 20. What can you do? I suppose we can forgive you that. But I do feel bad for those of you that have rolled a mage that watch my episodes. I do feel very sorry for you. We might start a charity fund for you guys. Get you guys some counseling or something like that to deal with the, you know, inadequacy that is being a mage. A dirty, rotten mage. Try to stun the myrmidons when they go with a frenzy at the end of their life. Sure, I can do that. Can't you do it too? Although he's probably talking to the paladin there as well. Armory is such a long dungeon. It's really not. Like, it's a grindy dungeon because there's a lot of mobs that we have to get through that are, like, high levels. Like, they're level 38 and all that type of shit. Like, the last one was kind of easy mode because they're all, like, level 34 and stuff. The boss went remarkably smoothly as well. Pulling him into the corridor allows you to easily get out of the line of sight from when he does his, oh my god, I am a firebomb thing. Wow. Well, you know how they say, if you need it, greet it. That's not what people say, but that would be possibly another nice thing to win. We won't be winning it today, however. Tank probably does need it though, so yeah. Can't argue with that. It wouldn't necessarily be a great tank item because it is level 33 and has a lot of stamina on it. The agility is, I guess that's good for the tank as well. Like, you're going to get attack damage and crit out of that. But strength probably more so would be more ideal. So, I wouldn't agree with that being a good tank item. What that would be good for, I don't know if shamans would have dual wield at that stage, but that would be good for a shaman, I'd say. If you had two of those bad boys. Are they unique? Herod is here, yes. This is correct. Herod is most definitely here. He is the only one, okay. I don't know if he actually drops any leather, to be honest with you. I think this is like probably like the most useless dungeon for us as a rogue. This is definitely, you want to be the plate wearers in this bit. Ah, shit. Well, I got one into him. I have not been stunning these guys. Oops. I forgot all about that. It's fine, who cares? It's absolutely fine. Okay, let me think, what else are we gonna fucking do? Yeah, so we need to make gold now. That's pretty much the hard bit now, the next couple of episodes. Like, a fair few of you guys have helped me out and they've sent me gold, that paid for moves and stuff like that over the course of the series, and again, I am very appreciative of that. So I would ask that now that I am really trying to get to the 90, that nobody send me gold or anything like that. Like, I know that I say don't do it anyway, but like, just in case somebody has a bleeding heart and they really want to try help me out, don't. Part of the fun is going to be trying to work out how I'm going to make 45 gold really quickly. So, as delightful as it is when people do help me, please don't. Cannot stress that. Oh shit, this is about to get interesting. Okay, let's go himmity ham straight away. Well, bugger. Damn. Who became enraged? There you go, there's a stun for you. See, I was watching that time. Ah, shit. I lost my combo points there. I think I had one on it. I'm not 100% certain. Rupture, please? Thank you. There we go. Boom. Concentration mode. No problem. Absolutely no problem. I'm not sure if we're actually doing Cathedral after this. I actually can't remember what I signed up for in this group. I think it was live Cathedral run. We should be able to. The Paladin probably wants to because the Paladin's level 41. Like, Cathedral's pretty much where the Paladin tank needs to be. Yo, watch the flurry when we do a big pull. Oh, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Just don't even start your shit with me, friend Zooks. You've made a remarkable amount of mistakes throughout this entire run, okay? And I've not called you out on them, friend. So, hush. Hush your fucking noise. You have to learn to put your tank in its place when they start talking shit. You also have to learn how to rob the fireworks when nobody's looking. Because they look fucking cool. Oh man, I remember these. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. It looks so good. When you're tanking noise, you make sure you have a pack of fireworks with you so you can fire them off into the distance. Watch the fucking flurry. You shut your fucking mouth and watch your fucking flurry. I've eaten enough McFlurries in my life to know how to flurry. You fucking dick. Tank is right though, you should watch the flurry with shit like that. However, the tank is the one that has to isolate the mob. The mob got sheeped and the tank didn't isolate it. That's the tank's fucking fault, not mine. Sheep walked over, not my problem. I'm doing it again anyway, I don't fucking care. Now I'm doing it to annoy the tank. That's some good isolation there, tank. Good isolation. They can't ask you to not DPS. Like, and I suppose you can ask somebody to, you know, curtail their DPS in such a way so that way you don't compromise the efficiency of the group and all that kind of shit and wipe the group just so that you can get big numbers. But you can't say, wait till I isolate the mob and then not isolate it. That's fucking stupid. And as you all saw, the tank made a minor effort to isolate at that time by walking ever so slightly away. Now, why are we all on the defender here? Do you see this? And this is what I mean. I am going to call him out on this mistake. Has been consistently throughout the dungeon making us go on the mobs and not the casters, like the shit mobs, the trash, when we should be nuking the casters down because they do the most damage to us. So that's a big no-no. You should be going on them casters. They're absolutely the ones we should be going on. And if you are going to be a stroppy bitch and tell somebody to fucking mind their blade flurry because you're going to isolate the mobs, well then fucking isolate them properly, as opposed to doing it right next to the fucking sheep. Come on, yeah, isolate your mob. I haven't got blade flurry up. Now there's no isolation happening here. So how does she know I don't have blade flurry up? Okay. Where's the isolation? Now there's a bit of isolation occurring. Yeah, there was an actual effort made there, so I'll eat my fucking words. Getting super salty. We're nearly there. We are nearly there. Now again, I have to stress, I can't remember if we're actually going to be doing Cathedral here either. We're only coming up in a half an hour now, actually, so this may not even be a super long episode. So we've actually gotten a substantial amount done in this. I don't think that's actually going to be an upgrade for us. No, well actually would have been really when you think about it. No, well it's stamina. We don't necessarily need stamina. The amount of combo points not to building up there. There we are. We've got a lot of stamina. What I need now is, again, agility. We need rings, trinkets, and a sword. An offhand, really. Throwing would be nice as well. It'd be nice to get something. If the Chaput. So we must be doing Cathedral, so, because White Mane is the one in Cathedral, I believe. Or is she? She is. This is going to be a fun boss, by the way, now here at the end. The mobs that spawn afterwards. It's good crack. It's fun. There's also potential for a tabard to drop as well. The Scarlet tabard. Yeah, it's got okay. Too much isolating happening here now. Get ruptured, nerd. It annoys me when I see these Arthi Elite quests on the go. Oh man, I could be there, I could be getting it done. But you know what, like we're getting this instance done, which is good as well. There's a chance that we'll get some decent loot. You can't really argue with that, can you? We've no quests for Scarlet Monastery, unfortunately. I did a few for Library, and there possibly were some for Cathedral, but I don't have them, so we're missing out on the opportunity to get that done. But yeah, who cares? It's fine, whatever. You're not going to be level 30-ish forever anyway. 45 gold and a bit. Problem is we're gaining levels, but not rep, because we're not doing quests. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Oh, more stretch. Okay. I have this, correct? I do. What's this one? Workshop key. Oh, that's for Gnomrigan. 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 Remember, people, isolate your sheep. Because if you don't isolate your sheep, your rogues are going to fuck your day up. What level do paladins get consecrated at, actually? I forget. Here's Herod. He is a whirlwind from what I remember. Herod is not a fun boy to fight against. Herod is a... Yeah. Yeah, we just fucking chucked that in there. Oh yeah, he was still kind of spinning. He was on and off spinning there for a second or two. So, you know, usual rules apply. If you see somebody doing a whirlwind, you just run the fuck away. No point in standing in that shit and taking damage. I'll just fucking knife into him here. Why not? Get her thrown up. Ah, jeez, I'm miles away.
Give me strength.
He wants the light to give him strength, everyone. Wow, she nearly got wrecked. She nearly got absolutely... Whoa! Oh, just nuke him. No, don't.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet.
So you're going to see the bit here now at the end where all the mobs run in. Oh, the yaks dropped for them. Congratulations. GZ. Yeah. And here's the fun bit. All these mobs run in now. Where are they? Oh, I think the warlock actually killed all of them before they got down here. Nicely done. Sometimes they do drop a Scarlet tabard as well. It's neat. Oh, they're all in here. Nicely played. Nicely played. So, like, there's a lot of copper that gets dropped here. I think they might drop other items, potentially. Sometimes, maybe. I don't know. I just remember the tabard being a thing that they drop. They didn't drop it this time. It's a green item. It's cool. It looks pretty nifty. It's the same as what all these dudes are wearing as well. And now we're going to make our way to... White Frost. Why couldn't it be fire? Well, it's a level 26 item. Like, yeah. It's probably better than whatever he's got, but... Can I loot? No. Might be better than whatever he's got, but, you know, yeah. You're like a bazillion levels away from it at this stage. There's not really much point in you needing it. Like, because the next time you get something, you're just going to end up needing another item straight away. Okay. I don't know, like, say if I was level 40 and I was boosting somebody through a level 19 instance and then suddenly a ring dropped that was super rare for that level or something like that. Or even if it wasn't, but it was better than what I had and somebody there wanted it or, you know, potentially could have wanted it or maybe wanted to disenchant it or whatever. And I needed it. But that could be considered, like, bad practice. Like, I guess if you need it, you need it. Which makes sense, and that's the argument everyone always proposes. But I don't know. I think that's kind of bad form. Like, I think if you are a substantial amount of levels ahead of the item, even if it is an improvement, I think it's not worth your fucking while. I think you should just fucking get on with it, suck it up. Yeah, we'll cheap shot this one, why not? Guess we're killing this guy. It is better than what I have, but whatever. You see, if you're meant to win things, you're meant to win things. Guess we no longer have a sword in my offhand. Okay. So, it's going to improve my DPS, I believe, a little bit. We're going to lose in agility. Cool. Okay, so now I'm dual-wielding daggers again. This is why I didn't want to put points into any of the sword things or anything like that, because I'm going to be changing the items so often as I level up that it's not really going to be worth my while, because we're never going to really stick in any of them in particular. Now, remember to isolate your blade flurry. I don't know, I think later on in the game, I could be mistaken about this. I think they actually patched it up and made it in such a way that the blade flurry would favor mobs that didn't have, like, polymorph on them and shit like that. I could be mistaken about that. I don't know. They could be mistaken. This is an ideal spot for a blade flurry now that I think of it. Well then, this mob went fucking batshit crazy. Seems like we just have the two of them and it's near the start. There won't be any bosses for a little while. We have a lot of crap to clear through before we get anywhere near one. Ah, shit. Sorry everyone for looting. I don't like looting in the middle of combat. I know I've had this discussion before. It's just kind of like, you're making life harder on your group when it doesn't need to be. So I'm not a fan of doing it. As he does it just to finish, I thought it was dead. Okay, deal with it. Jesus, so he does it twice in the one combat with the same mob after saying he doesn't like to do it, but I thought it was dead. Now, we get down here. We're halfway up to level 38 here as well. I don't think I actually bought my spells, if I had any, at level 36. I can't remember. So we may have spells that I need to purchase as well. Can't really remember. Okay. A lot of these mobs are the same mobs that we were just killing in the other place as well. Okay, and now I'm going to make my way onto this one. So this is SM Cathedral, so there's... why did I click? There's... how many bosses? There's a lot of trash that we need to clear. I remember that. There might be a boss out here. Can't actually remember. There may be a boss just out here. I actually can't remember. SOG? I don't know what SOG is. Oh yeah, and you can't look at the map. So basically this goes up to another tier up here, and then there's loads of mobs all the way up that we'll have to kill. Absolutely tons of them. And they're all pretty high level like this as well, and they're all pretty VT, they all do a ton of damage. Jesus Christ, whatever that is hitting that every now and again is outstanding. Like, it is ridiculous damage. Once we get in here again, there's going to be a substantial amount of mobs in there, and we have to kill all of them, because if we don't, what happens is when you pull the boss, it actually aggroes all the mobs. There's also a boss in behind one of the walls, and then once you kill the boss, it spawns another boss that comes in to revive the boss. There's lots of bosses. They drop decent gear. Okay. Giggity. Again, I can't remember. There's a hat, a cloth hat that gets dropped. That's pretty good for clothies. Yeah, no, there's no boss down here. I'll up close. Okay, so we have a large amount of trash that we need to clear through before we get to the bosses and all that type of crack. So I'm gonna have to find other shit to talk about now in the meantime. Damn, there another Arathi quest down. This is so depressing. We're just pretty much gonna have to go back and just basically wait until we come across a group. You guys won't have to wait with me, or maybe I will. Maybe I'll record an entire episode of waiting to get the quest done, so that way you guys know what it's like to quest an Arathi. Obviously, this is the downside to Arathi, is the difficulty that you're gonna have with getting these quests done. How are we on the Blade Flurry? We'll get one more in, I reckon. And then we go for our Eviscerate, and that's good damage. That was very good damage. Again, to stress for anyone that thought I was particularly salty about the tank, I was salty about the tank saying that to us, but the tank was absolutely correct. You should have a bit more cop on when you use Blade Flurry. However, the tank should also be making an effort to pull the mobs away from fucking the sheep mob. So, I'm salty because the tank pointed out that I did something I shouldn't, when the tank was also doing something that they shouldn't have as well. You know? I'm allowed to be salty. It's early in the morning and I'm sleepy and I'm sore from running around yesterday. Look at this lovely fountain. Look at these wonderful water effects. God damn. Blizzard. Where did you go wrong? Why did you change? This was the shit, man. There's a quest item down here, I actually think. Now that yeah, there's like one somewhere. I can't remember. There is a quest item somewhere on the go around here. What the fuck? Okay. I'm not too sure what I did there, but it didn't work. My plan anyways, after this episode, I'm going to go get a cup of tea, and then once I get a cup of tea and to eat, I'll come back up, and then I'll see if I can get a group going for those elite quests. And if I can, happy days, I will. If not, I'll just keep grinding shit out, and then I'll start an episode once I get a group going for it. So that way we don't keep saying that we're going to do it, and then not do it. If you take my drift. Right, so we're up to the second tier now. Lots of mobs, as you can see. Lots of stuff can go wrong here. You really need to be on the ball with your pulls. This has got a great potential for calamity. All it takes is one errant mob that's running away in fear. Just to run the wrong way, and then somebody reacts to it thinking, oh, we chase it down and we kill it, and then suddenly everything is gone to shit. And it happens so often. It really does happen so fucking often. But it's part of the fun in this dungeon as well. The great thing about this dungeon as well, it was great for leveling because it did have so many mobs that you needed to kill and grind your way through. It was good for getting the extra bit of experience if that's the way you like leveling. Some dungeons you go through them and they don't have that many mobs. I remember a couple of the Northrend ones like Asjal Nero. Can't remember. That one didn't have a lot of mobs in it. So that one wasn't the Maywest for getting the old grindy quest experience good, but other ones were. Oh, I need to stretch. The lats are not happy with me today. They're really not happy with me. I got challenged to a press-up challenge by someone. And I'm quite sore after it now. I won, by the way. I'd like to point that out. I'm not particularly good at press-ups, but I was better than them. And that's the main thing. Okay. So these are the ones that do enrage. The tank was saying that you should try and stun them when they get down to like that amount of percent. So I'd popped my rupture, so I didn't have the energy there to do my kidney shot. Again, it could be worth my while. I was talking about this before. I was doing the whole cheap shot and just stun locking things. It could be worth my while holding off on the DPS. And again, I was talking about this earlier, and I am kind of contradicting myself again. Remember, salt. It could be worth my while actually hanging off on some of my DPS in order to be able to just chuck in a stun like that and ensure that the mob goes down in a safe fashion for the group. So while you won't look good on the DPS meter, you're probably being a lot more effective as a DPS or a group member in actually providing that utility. It's kind of like, you know, when you play League of Legends and you've got a support with you, and everyone's like, the support isn't providing me any utility. Like, you have to balance up the whole kind of, are you going to be doing extra poke damage for your kind of ADC or whatever group member it is that you're supporting at the time? Or are you going to do a lot of stuns and kind of crowd control and shit like that? Hunters are another example of that as well. If you look at it, like a hunter has all sorts of different stuns and slows that they can provide into the group. And like, how does no much death ray hit? Oh, it's an engineering thing. That thing does so much damage. But that's another thing. Like, hunters have to balance up. Like, did I go with their certain like ice traps, so their slows? Did I go with the burns, the AOEs? So you kind of have to be effective in the situation that you're in. Did I eviscerate there? I did. I'm a fucking moron. But there isn't really any straightforward kind of like when you should do that. You also have to work out what your you also have to work out what is like most effective for your group at the time as well. Like if your group is struggling with healing and shit, maybe CC is the way to go. Like rather than going optimum DPS spec and doing all the damage, maybe, you know, hanging off and doing the kicks on the casters and getting them interrupts in when they're necessary. Maybe that's more beneficial to your group. It's about finding that balance. I do like that rotation, by the way. The garrote into the slice and dice into the rupture. It's great for farming and killing like normal mobs. Now these are all fucking scary, and you should, yeah, you're gonna pull them out here. Excellent. Definitely chaplains do heal. These are a lot higher level than the other ones we were at, but it's like the other dungeons are all kind of like a trainer for this one. They teach you what each of the mobs do, and then it's just like they ramp up the levels and fucking a load of them. So damn. Oh, the Gnomish Death Ray insta-kills a lot of hordes. I've never actually used one, so... But I reckon that'd be pretty funny, just to kind of, you know, mess with people's heads. Damn. That was a nice thing about Gnomish Engineering and Goblin Engineering. You got some really cool gadgets. Really, really cool gadgets. So as you can see... Oh, god damn it. Huh. A substantial amount of mobs. We need to kill all of them, because they will aggro to the boss. What else is about Icarov on that? And one inlaid. That is a lot of material. These ones are awkward to get. I suppose you just have... Whoa. Right, so I'm going to be careful with my blade flurry here. I'm not going to launch straight into it. Now, isolate. Mob. And now, stop running away. Excellent. Now, you see, that time we waited, and we were right to do so. Fuck. Tank isn't on the mob that they should be there. Jesus, no, this is all over the place here now at the moment. Let's kill this, get it down quick before it comes back and heals something. Right, now go on the X. Now we go on this one. Wait, how did he not die? Where's he gone? Jesus. Stop running around. Okay, loot everything, allow the group to stabilize. That was a bit messy, that ended up all over the shop. We lost aggro there on the skull for a second, and it was just that it was running around, and that it kind of sent everyone sprawling all over the place. And if you didn't clear out here adequately, like we, you know, that's still a little bit risky, but we should be okay. But if you did leave something behind there, like, you could potentially end up pulling that then, and that could be the end of it. Con! Oh man, wait, did two of them drop? Yeah. Grab this. What's on it? Stamina, strength, and spirit? Didn't they already, like, get a cloak? I forget. Level 40 plus for Colonel Curzon. So that's the Stranglethorn Veil. So I reckon that's where we're going to go next, just looking at it. I think the first couple of quests will be green or too low for us. But we'll do them, and that will bring us into the quests which were actually more optimally leveled. Because the way it was described to me is that your first 5 or 6 quests are all like up to level 33. And then suddenly it ramps up to like you need to be level 35. And then you need to be level 40. In a very remarkably short space of time. So I think it's actually in my interest to head there now, and even if the quests are crappy, you know, actually grind them out until I get to the ones that are at my level. Stranglethorn apparently is PvP central according to what you guys have been saying to me. So keeping that in mind, PvP is fun. We'll go there and we'll have a bit of fun. I didn't put my poisons on. We'll let them pull. We won't worry about them for a minute. I have utter faith in the group being able to manage this. Can I make it into stealth before this hits the fan? There we go. And I think they've already isolated the mob, so it's fine. I can put on my slice and dice straight away. Putting on my blue suede shoes. Going on to the abbot now as well. We're just going to finish him off. Not sure if we pulled another mob there. But we did now. Okay. There's a weird camera angle we got there off the game as well. Oh man. I actually got a message on Steam, so I might just alt-tab out for a second. I got that a while back, but I never replied to it, so it feels bad, man. I'm gonna pause this for a second and just go back and get it. Okay, oh, and they pulled a mob while I was out, alt-tab. Yeah, I'm gonna jump onto Arma after this, actually, after a while. Doing an instance kind of takes a lot out of you. So like, I'll have a cup of tea and that, and I'll have a chat with my friends online and do all that sort of carry on. And then once I kind of get my head back in gear and I wake up a bit more and I'm a bit more upbeat and kind of entertaining to watch, I very nearly just did a silly thing and started running that way. But once I'm a bit more entertaining to watch, then I will, of course, come back and I will record another episode. 'Cause I have a day off today and I plan on getting things done. Now, you see, if I had Blade Flurry, I wouldn't put it on there, because that would be an absolutely dick move. And the tank isn't moving it because the tank knows that it's not worth my while putting it on, so... Oh shit. Now, oh yeah, the tank switched over, I think, a bit early there. That way the tank could build up aggro on the mob, because everyone else is generating a certain amount of threat, I think, by doing damage to the other mobs. Or the healer, sorry, the healer would be building up threat on it. So the tank needs to go on it early in order to be able to get that aggro back. I forget. Thanking. I'll scratch my head. I still haven't shaved my head. You know, I might go over to the barber after this as well. I'd normally shave my own head, but I'd have to get somebody to do my neckline and shit like that. And like, there's nobody here. I won't be for a week. So I says to myself, I might just have to pay for it, man. Alright. Blade Flurry. Might have been a bit late with it there. Yeah, we don't have our slice and dice up. So we're missing out on a bit of value. Going on to this one now, so that way I don't waste combo points. It just adds on a little bit more DPS. Just a little bit more. Get this killed. Lovely. For help killing one elite mob, paying 5G. Holy shit, man. What level are you? 60? For one elite mob, you're paying 5G? I don't know, is 60 looking for help to kill a 60 elite mob? 5G seems a bit cheap. I reckon you could well be charging a bit more for that now, lads. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just extortionate, but who knows? Who knows? Okay, so we do our rotation again, and we'll just get all this shit set up. Oh, the Gnomish Death Ray. It's like, I think it's a random proc, but it's pretty cool when it kicks in and it's just like, oh my god, damage. It's like a big chain lightning thing, you know what I mean? Oh, it does so much fucking damage. But sometimes it just literally knocks a mob out. Like, it's just literally gone straight away. And that can be really useful in a group as well. I don't know, it has its place in the world. What's his name again? I really want one of those death rays, but I won't be able to afford my mount if I get one. This is true. This is true, friend. If that was up, this would be an ideal time for it. Might not be worth doing it now since the combat is over. Ah, fucking why not? No, it's not worth doing it now at this stage. I'll put my rupture on and I'll switch over to this mob. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Tank kind of went down a little bit low there. Getting the extra long slice and dice up. They're discussing the price of the Gnomish Death Ray down in the chat if you're interested and kind of have a watch of it. Okay. It's going to start getting more and more tough once we get past this little bit. Jesus, the fucking lats. It's not just my lats, it's my traps as well. Everything up in the shoulder area is quite sore. Actually, now that I squeeze, my glutes and my thighs are actually quite sore as well. Ouch. Stretch. I've got like burns on the side of me for where I threw myself down certain parts of the bouncy castles as well, and like, you know, the chafing off the rubber. Oh, it's not good on the flesh. And the heat, god damn, that sun sapped the life out of me. Damn. So, not a good time to Blade Flurry, because this is here. Now, you see, this isn't isolated. Now it is. So now I can go himiny ham. But it's not ideal for me because, you know, we are losing out on time. The mobs are taking damage. You know, the effectiveness of our DPS is being reduced. So I guess the lesson is that I also need to learn that it's not all about making the big numbers. It's about making the big numbers when you can, when it's appropriate. And sometimes it's straight up not appropriate. So I'm going to stun that because I'm going to give the I'm going to give the Chank a tenth to catch up. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. I can't speak. Okay, we are at an hour now, so I reckon this is going to be one of the longest episodes I've ever made. I do apologize, everyone, but, you know, we're getting all of this instance in. I think a couple people actually were asking for... Just got 13k. What? Oh, wait, from the damage of the gnome ray. That's badass. I really don't think he got 13k. I reckon he got 1300. Oh, wait, maybe they're talking about the experience. Oh, you have 3 quests to hand in. Well, fuck you, man. I think we've already done those quests. There may have been more quests that I could have gotten for this, but I don't know, and I'm not really particularly pushed. These aren't... Okay, concentration. Yeah, I'm not particularly pushed about getting any of them done here either. This may be the last time we come here. There's not really much point after this when we're doing it. We're just going to continue grinding out our quests and getting on to the next one. Ultimate is going to be coming up next, and then we're going to be looking at, I think, is it Maradon? And then you got Razorfen. Razorfen, the one we didn't do, which was Downs. Razorfen Downs is the next one. Right? It is, yes. So they'll be the next dungeons coming up. I have a really nice kind of applewood candle burning in the background, by the way. It's getting rid of the man smell from my room, from all my sweaty QQ, line of sight, my pyro. What? It's getting rid of the man smell from my room. Oh, God. I remember actually one day in college, and a roommate of mine knocked at my door and came in. I was dying of a hangover. I was lying there, and she walked into my room, and there's me passed out, basically, in my bed. I was getting offered a cup of tea, from what I remember, before anyone with a dirty mind decides to interject. But, that's it. She walked into my room with a cup of tea and went, "Ew, it smells like boy in here." I was like, because I'm a boy, and this is my room. It was one of the funniest things I'd ever seen. What a way to wake up. Now, tank's fault. Look at it. The damage goes onto that mob. Not my fault. You're not making an effort to do it, and I'm doing this out of protest. Like, the tank should have made an effort there to isolate it, and it absolutely didn't. Oh shit, who went down? The gnome mage. The dirty rotten mage. That's not what you want to do in here. Oh, no. Did we pull anything else? No, we didn't. Okay, that was actually a really well played fear. We're actually in a good spot for that. Stunning this one to try and buy them a bit of time. See, we need to be on the abbot because the abbot heals. But he's marking this. She's marking this. The person is marking this. Kick it. Shit. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm going to ignore you and I'm going on the abbot. You're a moron. Okay, no, not got time for that. Let's just keep this stunned. This will go down. They'll be able to manage the DPS. Kick it. There we go. We're just interrupting everything whenever we can. Getting ready for a garrote just in case anything else isn't back up in time. There we go. That'll do it. And then we go back on it. There we go. And we stun it again. And we just keep this thing locked all day, every day, so it doesn't actually have a chance to do anything. Perfect. Yeah. No, you gotta take them healers out, or those combats will go on for days. Oh wait, he's not here. Oh wait, he is. No, he didn't release. I was about to say looting is per form in case something drops and then he can't roll on it. Yeah, the mage just got dropped. Like, insta-critted. Boom. Oh, God. I don't know. I do end up kind of critiquing every group that I end up going in. And also kind of commenting on what they do well. Tank is a good tank in terms of actually keeping the aggro. Has lost it once or twice, but you can't really complain. Like, 90% of this, more than 90% of this has been absolutely fine. Marking could be better. Could be marking the spellcasters for the first kills. That would be my opinion, and I think that's the kind of the meta. Healers as well. The healer is fucking deadly, by the way. Healer's been doing a great job. And everyone else has been doing a substantially well, a remarkably well job as well. The paladin's being great with the buffs and all that sort of shit. Mage is letting us down, just by being a mage. So can't really say out there. Hasn't been giving me my intellect buff. You'll notice that if you actually have a wee look at it there. You'll notice I don't have an arcane intellect. So he's dragging his heels. But we can only expect that from a mage when you really think about it. You can only expect that from a mage. Because that's all mages do. They drag their heels. They are dirty, rotten mages, and they disgust me. Now this is a tricky... This is... Oh. We want to be careful we don't pull the boss. Yeah, so this is going to be a hair raiser. This is going to be hard. I wouldn't stand there now, to be honest with you. That doesn't seem like the best spot. Oh wait, you managed to pull one. That was really good. That's going to make stuff so much easier for us. Yeah, here, drop, die. Good. Okay, we can run down and get this mob. So we'd actually be better off probably running down and getting this mob. Like, I think there actually is mobs in here, but I'd rather that than pull him and then he aggroes everyone in the room. Now, you need to move away from it. Yeah, on the ball, that's perfect. This is it. Now we're going to be a DPS god. I went for an extra slice of dice rather than my rupture because I wanted the uptime on my blade flurry to be maximized. More white damage means more DPS, means more Gibboeire is a god. I think I actually have the aggro, which means I'm a badass. Let's just point that out. Boom. Okay. No, it doesn't. It means I'm being a dick and I'm not properly maintaining my DPS in a sustainable way for the group. But it's funny. It's funny. Shit, who went down? The healer? How the fuck did that happen? Yeah, what the fuck was that? We just kind of got one-shotted there. What the fuck? Yeah, the healer just kind of got one-shotted out of nowhere. Oh god, I couldn't even type lol what the fuck correctly. Christ. Yeah man, but that was just kind of like a random kind of like, boom, you're dead. Maybe they have like a whirlwind or a cleave or something. I don't know. Maybe the healer was just standing in the wrong spot for the cleave. So we are going to kill everything. Because again, you have to stress, he pulls. I'm not sure if it's just all the mobs here and in the wings, but I actually think it is every single mob in the room will get aggroed if you just go straight up and attack this guy. And that's it. You see the way it's so open and you're like, oh, hey, friend, look, the boss. We can totally get it. But, like, no. You need to get him. Okay, so the sheep is precariously close to us here now. But we're going to do it anyway. Now we're going to switch over and go on to this guy. And then our Blade Flurry should finish off the other monk. Yeah, perfect. That was optimally used. We got a lot of DPS in there. It would be nice to get a big crit off an eviscerate or something like that. But I don't know, I think we're better off with all our white damage. Oh shit, fine. Okay, what happened there was the tank just didn't see that the sheep had been broken. You know, that can easily happen. It's nothing to really rage or rag over. Like, I only noticed it because I saw this was flashing red out of the corner of my eye. So that's the nice thing about blind. You can just chuck that in there and just about catch it in the nick of time. And you can just give everyone the extra second or two they need just to sort things out. God damn, man, my nose is so itchy. There's like a hair or something in it, tickling it. Oh, the joys of getting older. Damn. Chaplain, yeah, the chaplain should be the one we're on. No, yeah, there we go. Chaplains actually do heal. I should have kicked that, yes, but Chief just looks so funny. That's what I was just looking at. I was playing Armor like last night with the guys. And I stood next to a goat, and I couldn't get over how derpy its face was. I might have to screenshot one at some point and just be like, ah. Just the funniest shit ever, dude. It was cool because we were all on TeamSpeak last night, actually, and we're all on a server together. We're playing on Epoch, but we were all trying out a zombie one, and one of the lads was on the Epoch server, and he got killed outside the base. So I was just like, oh shit, man, not a hope. My character is in the base. Give me a second, I'm going to relog. So, of course, I loaded up my mods, relogged, came back on, and so did all the other guys. There ended up being 3 of us relogging just so we could cover this guy's body. The person who killed him cheesed it, so we didn't get him, but it was fun. It was very funny. I wasn't in the base either. I was a fair bit away. But he didn't respawn. He stayed like kind of in the death screen, so that way you could see if the guy went to loot him. So we managed to get all his gear back, but that was good crack. That was fun. It's nice to see the response to it kind of thing. Alright, so we've got another 2... Oh, wait, no. 1 more room of mobs here to kill, and then there's actually a wee room at the back, as you can kind of see here. It's actually in here. So you see the way this is all enclosed? So it's kind of filled in. It's not symmetrical with the other side. We go in this side, we kill a load of mobs, there's a hidden door, and then behind that is something which will reveal the fallacy that is the Scarlet Crusade for all that it is. The truth, the lies, the deception, the deceit, the betrayal. I don't know. I think the Scarlet Crusade, the story to it is kind of sad. You know, people just became fucking zealots after all the undead plague and all that shit. I forget most of it, but my understanding of it is that it's quite sad, and then later on it just becomes misused. Which sucks. You know, a lot of the Warcraft stories are kind of fucking shitty when you fucking think about it. Like, the Alliance used to interment. They used to put orcs into internment camps and stuff like that. Remember who did that in our history? But they used to put them into like work camps and all that type of shit. Oh man, like the Alliance were fucking dicks. Are dicks to an extent. But so were the Horde. The Horde have some pretty twisted stories too. In the retail version of WoW, they actually, it's Garrosh Shellscream that was kind of the main protagonist of the end of Mists of Pandaria, and then into Warlords of Draenor. He's the one that caused all this shit. Him as well as the other guy, that Warlock chap. You know the one. But, I don't know. I feel like Blizzard were kind of making out the Horde to be kind of bad guys and all this kind of shit. A bit more so than the Alliance. They're kind of dressing over the cracks that actually exist there in the Alliance. But if you look into the history of the books and all that shit, they are not nice humans. They are not nice people. They've done some rotten shite. Absolutely rotten shite. I watched a playthrough of some of the old Warcraft games and stuff like that. And just out of interest to kind of see how the story got to the point that it is now. And it is a very rich story. There's a lot of detail. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in it. But here's this undead chap here now. And that's it, you see? The Mr. Fairbanks here is actually undead. See the way he's just locked away in the back there. So he's actually one of the undead. So all this time, they've been betrayed. They're actually puppets. Kept their slice and dice up there pretty well. I don't have my poisons on, but who cares? I don't. It'll be fine. Okay. Not at all. We'll put them on for the boss. We're gonna need them. It's actually a hard fight. I should kick, but I won't. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, there's groups looking for the quests I want to do. Well, Trendants and Dances. Yeah. Okay. Please, quickly, quickly, quickly. Lovely. Oh. Level 36. I think our ones are actually better. Like, you know, you're getting, what, an extra 2 armor, 4 stamina? No, we agreed them. They're not really better than what we got. What I have actually has a lot more stats. And I think it's substantially better. Maybe the attack power might have been better. I'm not really sure. But I think what I got was better. So, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Now, okay, poisons. We might actually get new poisons soon as well. 37 now. I can't remember. These are what, level 20-ish? Yeah. It may actually be worth our while going up and actually doing a bit of poison work after this. This episode is now at 76 minutes. Probably be 80 odd before we're finished. So there's 2 parts to this boss. We kill the first guy and then what's-her-face runs out. And she gets pissed off that we've killed her fella, and she revives him. And then he comes back, and then you have to kill the 2 of them, which is a bit of a pain in the arse. So, he's level 42 as well. 5 levels on me.
Infidels. They must be purified.
Yeah, infidel. That's not really a nice word to be thrown around, especially in this day and age. Anyway, here we are. Let's go. Let's get this rotten guy slaughtered. So we're not having too much trouble with it so far here. You know, it's just tank and spank here. Nothing major happening. Getting a combo point up on him, and you know what? We'll pop and bleed. And we'll just speed it up.
You shall pay for this treachery.
Here's this bitch. So what happens is now when we damage her to a certain point, she'll be like, "Arise at night. At thy side, my lady." Or at your side, my lady? I can't remember. You know what I mean. Fucking it's all the same. Yeah, we keep our slice and dice up here. When she gets pretty low, I think she'll actually fully heal herself.
Arise, my champion.
Arise, my champion?
At your side, my lady.
My lady. Oh, well, fuck it. Close enough. There we go. Okay, grand. And then we'll put this on, and boom. I think we're going to go for the big eviscerate. It's probably going to be the best way to maximize our use of this. And now, boom! That wasn't that big. I was hopeful. It didn't happen. Excellent. Right. Here we are. He got a heal there before she died. So that's going to lengthen proceedings substantially. But yeah, he needs his tank and spank, so once she's down, it's pretty much over with. I can't remember. Is it? Oh yeah, there's the loot is in here, I think. Or is it? I actually don't remember. Maybe he drops her. She hasn't dropped anything, so good luck. Tanky item. Greed. Intellect. Greed. Bugger! Nothing for us. No quest items that I can see. I'm gonna run in here real quick just to see. Very, very quickly. Nothing. Loads of dead people. That's all this is. Okay. Lovely stuff. That is the Scarlet Monastery in its entirety. Lots of normal mobs to kill there. Lots of stuff to get done. I'm actually gonna hardstone out of here. Cheers, guys. Good. Run. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this one up here because I need to get a cup of tea and to be able to actually wake up because I am substantially tired. And we are now hitting 80 minutes because this is probably going to be the longest episode that I have ever actually done. We will vendor the crap that we have real quick and see if we can get another Rumsies while we're here. No, we can't. No, we won't sell that. We will sell that. Those grey items can be bloody great for vendoring. Absolutely brilliant. Like, you can get a great amount of silver out of them. And there's no qualms about vendoring them. Made a gold off the... oh yeah, leave the party. Made a gold off that blue item we ended up looting after the greed. And we've sold... Oh, we sold our Crystal Pine Stinger! Substantial income increase. Yes, so we're up to 50 odd gold now, and we got this as well. So we're up to 52 gold. 40 gold to go, guys. We're going to get this done. We are going to make it. We are going to make it. Okay. This has been Gibboeire, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching this episode. If you enjoyed watching this episode, please leave a like down below and possibly consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any comments, questions, concerns about anything that happened in this episode, like why was I so salty when that thing was talking to me about the blade fairy? Why? Because I'm tired and I'm sore and I'm grumpy. Deal with it. Or, why did I Hearthstone back here to South Shore? Because I haven't been smart enough to set my Hearthstone anywhere else, so now I'm fucking stuck here. But it's okay, I'll just fly over to Arathi and I'm going to get them quests done. I'm going to go get a cup of tea now and play some Arma. So, if you have any comments, questions, concerns about anything whatsoever, leave it down below in the comment section. I will get back to you as soon as I can. If I don't, I may have just looked at my phone, I saw it, and been like, oh my god, yeah, I'll totally reply to that later, and then never replied to it. I'm kind of shitty like that sometimes, but I do my best to try and get back to everyone. Anyway, take care, handy. Bye!